This is the start of a new job in Lake Tahoe, California. And this is the Upper Truckee River. And of course, the AquaDams is going to go in for the airport expansion. The airport is right over here. Is the runway for the Tahoe Airport. And they're going to do some modernization, and I'm not sure what, but they're going to clean all this plus 5,000 lineal feet of riverbank. And so we're going to put up an AquaDam so if it floods, it will not get into their disturbed work area. Very important. We started out with a 250-foot long, 4-foot high AquaDam. It's being filled here. It's a double closed in with a collar on each end. An attachment collar on each end. On a double closed in, the fill tubes come up from the end of the AquaDam. Here's the end of the AquaDam. And the fill tubes come up on a 4-foot high dam, 6 feet away from the end. And we have 4 pumps running in on this AquaDam, 2 on each side. And there's the pumps pumping out of the river. The ground was had a huge slope to it, so we had to put a little fill right here alongside the AquaDam. See the little mounds? That's to compensate for the slope of the AquaDam. This AquaDam has another 18 inches of height to come up. Here's a connection, 2 AquaDams coming together. You can see the fill tubes coming up through the top. They go down into it, connection collar, and then 250-foot AquaDam. One end open, one end closed. The closed end is down at this end. The opened end is here. These tubes are open so we can put hoses in them. The reason water doesn't come out because they're elevated off the back of this AquaDam, the first one we put in. There you go, you can see the 4 hoses. One hose is, the pump's not running so the hose isn't filled. They go into the connection collar there and there. We're bringing in another 200, this one's 260 feet long. We're unhooking the 3rd AquaDam. Going to start installing that. Now we're going to cut the ropes and the twine that bind the AquaDam so it can't, for shipping purposes. There's the wrap. There we go. This is how you unroll it fast. Use 2 4-wheelers with pulling on a rope, loop on the end of the rope so it slides around the beam.
That sure works good. Go back a little bit.
And there's the beam on the attachment collar. Yeah, now we have to pull it all over alongside their wattle that they have staked in the ground. Here's the 2 fill tubes. They're going to go up through the collar. That's the wrap of this AquaDam. Yeah, we cut our holes into the top of the collar. You got to make awful careful that you don't cut the material underneath the collar.
Or my fingers. Yeah, watch your...
Or the fingers.
What, about 2 foot back from the end?
Yep. It all depends on what size AquaDam. But that's basically, you don't want it right on the end because the ends are always rounded.
Right.
We're pleating this back now. Okay. So we can stretch out our collar. See, the end outside material is right up. Is that corner up to it, Mike? We got enough slack there? Is it going to go up to it?
No.
This is left side, my left. Yeah, you're on the right side, Mike. Let's start the other side real quick.
Because if one side started, now we're going to get the other tube here going. We fold all of it in so it makes a small diameter. There, you can see how small that is. This is inside the collar now. We're shoving up the fill tubes through those holes we cut.
Let's get tight down here, Mike.
Now the end of this goes right up there next to it.
The fabric here, right at the end of the fabric.
And the outside material, the woven material is right at the end of the AquaDam that's already filled. and we got to get both corners, slack in them, so they go into that corner and over here into that corner. Well, it's been determined that these fill tubes are not long enough. We need another foot of slack. So we got to go all the way to the middle, pull us 2 feet of slack from the other end, and once we get a pleat there in the middle, we'll be able to pull the rest of it into, and that corner over there is 6 inches off, and we're going to compensate for that. Now Mike's inside there pulling that slack we just got into that corner. Now he's going to work over to this corner and pull the slack up there. Now we have lots of slack in the corner. There we go. Fire. Okay. Okay. This is the one we just unrolled. This AquaDam that we're filling now is approximately a foot high. You can see it goes all the way around, makes a connection right in there. Boom, boom, boom. Another connection right in there. That's 750 feet of AquaDam. And it's 12 o'clock, noontime. It took approximately 3.5 hours to get this far. Bringing over another dam. This one's 100 feet tall. 100 feet long, 4 feet high. Now we're going to make this connection. Taking off all the transportation ropes, the protective wrap. It was pointing the wrong way, so we had to spin it around. There we go. Now the AquaDam's facing the right way. Protective wrap's off. These two little twines that bind it. So they're going to roll it off there. We've now gone to putting ropes down underneath the AquaDam so that we can tie a piece of dunnage on the top of it to keep the sunlight from beating on it. These AquaDams are supposed to be here for 2 years, and so this is a little protective measure. Every 10 feet we're going to have a I think it's a 3/8 inch 400 inch long rope, so we can tie it all the way around the AquaDam, then back over the top of it. Pretty easy to unroll. This is only a 100-foot long section though. Pull a corner. You have to keep pulling pleats on the inside of the corner. Okay, let's do the other side. Now we're going to do the other side. We're going to bunch it all together so the end can be reduced, so it'll go up through that hole. We don't want big holes cut up here. we want little holes. It all depends on the size of the AquaDam and how much material we got to fit through there. Mike's pushing on it in here, working it so it'll pull up through the hole. And Seth is pulling her up on there. Let's pull the other side. So we work both sides at the same time, not just one side. Back and forth to get her to pull up through that hole. And Mike's down here helping down here.
That's pretty good. Once we unfold it, that's great. Maybe a little front. About 5.5 feet out of here.
Mike's inside here, working this corner, pulling this material over. Now he's going to pull this side over.
More slack on this side. What'd you say, Mike? What'd you say?
Needs more slack on this side. We've got our two fill tubes up, ready to put hoses in it. They want us to be over closer to the bank, the river bank. They want us right on this water. I think is what you call the coconut here for erosion control. We're sticking the hoses in. We're only going to use 2 on this dam, 1 on each side. You got to stick your hand down in there first and then put the hose in. It's got to be in 3 feet at least, or it'll just pop back out. We're going to tie pieces, not too tight, twine around it, keep the hose from popping out. We're ready to pump.
You want to lay this thing out first?
Yep. We're going to finish rolling the AquaDam where it goes to. There it is. Because of the slope that this AquaDam's on, the end of it's going to be a foot lower than where we started at. So to beef up the sew job, we're going to fold this collar underneath of it. And that'll help support the end. Well, we're going to turn off the water being pumped in here for further instructions by the project manager, which will be here in a couple minutes. The confusion is what's going to happen at the end of this dam. Now, I just tucked the collar underneath to support the end, but maybe the boss man wants us to connect to it, and thus I need a collar to do that. So I need to keep that collar exposed. We're going to go over that with the boss here in a couple minutes, and we'll fire back up those pumps. To get the water to come around on the inside, there's pleats in the material, so you have to work the pleats and get the water running. So the inside material opens up and get the water to run. There you go. Now there's water. You can fill it with your hand. It's got past the corner where the pleats are. And this is what you need to do for if you're making a corner to get the water around.
Water all the way down. Over here. We got a little high spot.
The AquaDam's full, so we're taping up the fill tubes and getting them ready to put to bed, so we're done with them. This is where two AquaDams come together. A double closed-ended AquaDam and a single closed-ended AquaDam. This AquaDam is almost completely full, and it's only got one pump running into it. Connections right in there. And then we'll be done on this leg of the 5,000 lineal feet that we're going to install here. This was approximately 850 feet. Tahoe International Airport. End of the runway. This is the third AquaDam we put in today. It's almost filled. We only got one pump running on it. We're working at the other end of the AquaDams now, about 1,000 feet away from here. Here's the two fill tubes coming up out of the collar. And the fill tube, one side goes down this side, makes a U-turn at the end, comes back this side. Good connection. We're slipping a protective sleeve over the fill tube so the sun won't beat on the material to protect it from UVI rays. Just a little protection around the tube. This is day 2 of this project. This AquaDam was installed on day 1. We installed 850 feet. But now it's on to today's task, which is leaving a space here for trucks to get out, and we're starting here and going that way 4,000 feet. Get another 250-foot 4-footer. Here's our little stack of AquaDams. Set the AquaDam on the one that's filling right on the end so we can roll it off into place. First we cut the ropes, take off the outside shroud or protective wrap. There it is. Now it's just right where it's supposed to be.
Put quads on it? Put the quads on the rope, too deep. Actually wrap it around like that. Dave, when you do that?
What? Dunnage on there. 250-foot long AquaDam unrolled. laying on the ground. We're gonna go back and put the hoses in and start filling. Here we are cutting the 2 holes in the collar to bring the fill tubes up. Yep. There's fill tube number 2.
That's all the slack you got on that side. Pipe's good, then the slack goes out. Underneath the slack.
2 fill tubes, ready for hoses. Now this is how you insert the hoses. You lay them out and then you fold it like that, and thus they become rigid and they will stick into the hole. See how I creep that? The hose has to stick down into about in here somewhere. Should be in 3 feet so it doesn't pull out.
And first, you got to stick your arm in there to open up the pleats.
We've started the pumps up. We got 1 hose full. 2 hoses. All 4 hoses are in, all 4 pumps are pumping. We've almost got this first one we started with this morning filled up. We've got 1 pump running on it. We've got another 250-foot section added to it. There's the section that's added to it. It's almost filled also. We're waiting for some trees to be cleared so we can continue. Well, it's time to make another connection. We've got the next AquaDam all rolled out, 250 feet long. We've got the end pleated back so it'll go into this attachment collar.
Yeah, that
You got to make sure it goes over to each corner.
That's good right there, man.
One there, and this corner over here.
I got my fill tube.
And we got lots of fill tubes up on top.
You look great over here. That looks great, man.
Get the plastic all the way over there into the corner.
I want to shoot the ball to pull it back in. Right here. Like it? That looks great.
There we are, connection made. Took about 5 minutes. Hoses are going in. Okay, 2 hoses going in on each side. Stick your hand down the hole first, your whole arm, then you can work the hose in. You've got to stick your arm in first, leave a little room there so you can go in. You pin the hoses in too, so they'll be rigid. Then you can stick it right down where you just stuck your arm. Going to tie a little string rope there so the hoses can't pop back out. Well, we're doing a little in-field manufacturing here. We're at a double closed-ended AquaDams, and we're going to make one. And we need an extra collar, and here's our collar that we're cutting off. The fill tubes will be a little long, but we're going to make a double closed-ended dam. It takes a lot of fill tubes to do this. There we are. Now we can cut off the bottom.
You can grab that here on the corner.
Pulling the this is going to be an attachment collar now. We're going to make this dam here that was 164 feet long into a 150 foot long. Bringing in the fill tubes. They got to go in past here. That's it.
Oh, yeah, that one. Keep going. That's good. Okay, nice and tight. Tape around it, make my way there. Yeah, that one got tight, but I put one time around. I'm hoping it'll break.
I don't think they can break. I've never seen one break like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, another inch now. I don't ever have either, but it always breaks when you don't want it to. Do we want to put patch tape on these?
Now we're going to cut the holes to slip the these tubes up through.
I think it'd be perfect. By the time
This is the last one, the double closed-ended one we just made. It's an hour later. Now we're going to hook another AquaDam to the end of it. Whoa, 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 whoa! You guys ought to let...
This is one of those eggs I was talking about, Mike.
We're going to try and shove the beam in. So with the trailer hitch, we're going to hit it a couple little nuts. Well, we got it over a little bit. That's all we got. So we're going to unroll some more. All unrolled. Now we're gonna slide it into place. We've already got the collars pulled up and through. We've cut the holes. We're almost ready for hoses. All the way over in the corner. All the way over in that corner. They're shimmying the bottom up of the collar, so that the bottom is straight across here and wouldn't have a big V in it, which it will certainly happen if we wouldn't have pulled that up. Here, the wind's working just right for it.
What do you think, Dave?
What? We're going to stick the hoses in. 2 hoses to each side. Okay, we fired up the pumps. We got 1 live hose. Here comes 2 live hoses. We got 2 live hoses. Well, I'm going to turn, oh, there's the 3rd live hose. We got 3 live hoses. 30 seconds later, the 4th hose came on. So we've got 4 pumps running. We got water already past the collar. Because there's a slope through here, we're going to tie this portion of the AquaDam back to that tree, so there's no way it can come this way. The little bank that's left on the other side is going to force the AquaDam off the bank. And so we're just doing a little precaution. You can see how this side along here is a little higher because it's up on the bank. And we're just going to do this little trick here to keep it firmly over to that side. Dirt put right here would do the same thing, but we're going to just tie it back there for the time being until we get enough water in and it'll stay there. A little mound of dirt helps wonders too. The reason we got the ropes underneath the AquaDam because we're going to tie a cover over the top of it to protect it from the sun, but we're not going to do that today. Right now we're just interested in getting this filled up and hugging this bank on this side. We want to hug that. That's what the boss man told us to do, so that's what we're trying to achieve. Nice big rock right there. It was on the other side. It came out of that pile right here, and it was pushing the AquaDam this way. So we took out the rock and put it on this side. Now it's helping push the AquaDam that way. The grade of the land is this way, downhill. Only by an inch, but that's enough to want to roll this dam out of place until it gets full of water. Putting some duct tape on the fill tubes that are exposed. And the duct tape is to keep this big plastic tube from expanding out to its full potential. And because if it did that, it'd fill up with water and it'd be very heavy, and it would pull off the top of the AquaDam. This way the duct tape keeps it from filling up with water.